So we lost all the puppies and the ones that were deceased, of course. Everything got taken out. And while she was there, guess what? Found out she too had an infected corkscrew tail.
I've never heard of this condition before in my life, mostly because I am adverse to bulldogs, period.
I love them, but
what are the odds that we have two at the exact same time?
Yeah.
So then I get that call, and I'm like, don't we have a quote from Iowa State that it's $4,000?
Right.
So now we're talking $8,000?
Yeah.
Oh my dog. Dog. Oh my dog.
Oh, my dog, hey.
Oh, my dog, hello.
Thank goodness. We're back.
Holy crap. It's literally been almost a month.
And you guys don't know that because we had all of this filler fluff that we filled you with, like talking to dog psychics and talking about cleaning stuff. But truthfully, we have not been together in this studio recording for fluff and ever.
For a whole month.
Yeah, thank goodness.
I feel like I've been sick since then.
Well, you've been sick a majority of it.
Yeah. So tonight, I obviously don't
and the next episode, because we were recording 2 tonight. She's going to sound snuffleupagus.
Don't sound like myself. I've already let our man pet know that I'm not contagious because I do sit by him while we're recording.
Chooses to sit by me.
Yeah, that's her chosen spot. I have to sit
Which
far away.
don't you feel so lucky? I have my little tissue flag for if I have a cough or something. So if you suddenly hear me
go away like
Exactly.
that.
It's because I'm hacking up something.
Yes, it's kennel cough.
Don't get me laughing because it's going to set me
Well,
off.
it's not going to stop. We haven't recorded in a month. We've got a lot of giggling to do.
You missed the flag. I did the flag.
Oh, well, it's fine. It went with the whole shtick.
It did. It fit that time.
Yeah.
I did joke I have to pay attention. Hit the mute button.
We had an amazing turnout for our bingo event.
So,
And obviously somebody there was sick.
yeah, and they passed it around. But here's the crazy deal about the whole thing. No, 48 hours before the bingo event, we had only sold 50 or 60 tickets.
So
Something
I thought we were
that.
up to 80 something.
80.
But anyway, we were
Yeah.
still
It was stuck at 44 for a really long time. And then we hit the day of and things start ramping up. And we have to tell about what actually happened because we didn't really disclose this to everyone, but we were in a struggle bus because some miscommunications happened. And the place that we had our event at, if you have more than 100 guests, and we thought at that point, we're like, well, whatever. I mean, we probably won't.
Right.
But if we have more than 100 guests at your event, then you have to hire a Johnston police officer to be there if you're going to serve alcohol.
And it has to be a Johnston police officer.
Because we all know 78 police officers from every other district surrounding Johnston. We know deputies, we know county patrol, everything. But nobody knew a Johnston police officer. Well, now we do, but... So
Which he was lovely.
He was great. But up until
the night before the event.
No, it was the day of.
Well, we had prepped on Wednesday at Ashley's.
Oh, yes.
And that's when I remembered. I was
we realized,
oh, shit.
did anybody hire the cop?
And so Thursday, we were like, hey, we need to get this situated.
So
and
Natasha
filled
out the form, and so the event was on Friday. Friday morning we woke up, and I am in a tizzy, and Natasha and I are texting because Holly is still asleep for sure. It's 7 a.m. She's like, what are we going to do? I'm like, I don't know. So we're calling everybody. My mom is calling every person that she knows in her whole life. I don't know how she's going to help, but it was nice of her to try, and now I've got all of these favors out to every cop in the land that whatever. But it was 1 o'clock, I think. Fine.
Yeah, it was between noon and 1. Because I had called the Parks and Rec guy. I was going to throw a Hail Mary. Be like, hey, listen.
We fluffed up.
We're in a jam.
We need a cop.
And he called me back, and I'm on the phone with him. I had just started the conversation, and Natasha beeps in. And I was like, actually, hang on just a second. I'll call you right back. And I hang up with him, and pop over to Natasha. She's like, we got somebody. I'm like, oh, thank dog, Jesus.
Yeah, so we thought we were going to have to just have all of these people come and like do bingo dry, which no.
I mean,
it would have been okay,
time,
but we would have raised less money. So anyway, we got the thing. But
do
then
people do bingo dry?
Right?
the elderly.
Oh.
No, they have like hot toddies and things. I think they still have a wet bingo.
That sounded.
I knew how it was going to sound.
Put that in Google
It's
and
still
see what
correct.
comes up.
Wet
I wanna
bingo.
see it. Do it on your computer.
Yeah, not mine.
I don't want that
My
going
phone's
into
already heard
algorithm.
me say that. But anyway, so the time of the event comes up, and at this point, we're already well over 100 people. And I'm like, oh my gosh, because our capacity was total, if we had tables on the top and bottom floors, 160, right?
Yeah.
Well, our bottom floor was food and like some tables of merch and some overflow of our silent
drinks.
auction and our drinks. And we sold 160 tickets.
Yeah.
And we had to turn people away at the door. Like, people were coming upstairs. We had nowhere for them to sit. Like, this couple of girls sat outside. They were so sweet. They're like, it's okay. We don't care. I'm like, I'm sorry. I have nowhere for you to go. It was so freaking jam-packed in there. But I think everyone still had a great time. But I was like, I don't get stressed. I was stressed.
I know.
My aunt was coming up to me. She's like, hi. And I was like, this is effing terrible. Who would ever do anything like this? Like, I am so upset. Like, I have never been more stressed in my life because the people are just coming in.
I know.
And we weren't
it was
ready.
Like, the doors were supposed to open at 5:30. I remember having this little tiff with you.
Yeah.
Because I was stressed.
Yeah. I was
And
like,
I'm like, I haven't even changed yet.
I said, go freaking change because people are coming in. And they're just walking in the door, checking anybody in, our whole plan had unplanned itself in that moment. And it was just pandemonium. And I know that multiple people saw me being like, I'm so stressed. Like, I never lose my cool like that. Like, my job is to fix things. My literal 9-to-5 job
Big
is
girl
to
job.
if bad things happen, I will fix them and it's going to be fine. And I couldn't handle that people were coming in too early to the bingo. Like, I just absolutely lost it. Like, it was terrible. But then after that, it was fine. It settled. We're good. Do you have mold in your straw?
My straw is plugged with an ice chip.
Oh, well, better than mold.
I like how you went to mold first.
Yeah.
Well, those straws are
Do you have
difficult to
mold?
watch.
It was ice chip.
What's happening here?
Mold.
It's full
It's
of
not
mold.
mold. I have the straw cleaner thing.
Well, not with you.
Smart ass. Yeah. Anyway, it was stressful for a hot minute, but at some point I was like, you know what?
It'll be fine.
It is what it is.
And then I looked around and everyone was having fun, and we have to call out several things. We had more silent auction items than I have ever seen in my entire life at a fundraiser.
Oh my God. There were so many. Honestly, there were probably too many.
It was probably too many, but it was still fun because a lot of people. Have you ever seen a Coke straw? Because Holly's doing the opposite right now.
She's what you do to that
I can't
sibling that you
breathe.
don't like. Just
She can't breathe. She can't drink. What can you do?
What's happening?
if it's ice, it'll melt. Just hang on for a little bit.
What do you mean?
If it's mold, it won't leave.
If it...
It was ice. There it is. See?
Oh, my dog. All right, everybody. We're back. Holly's straw is working again.
I will tell you, by the time my wife and I got there, it looked like it was running like a well-oiled machine.
Well,
we couldn't get in the door.
Right.
There was
Wow.
people everywhere.
Yeah.
And I will get in the door, and I look to my right, and it's a police officer. So
Right.
I was a little concerned because the first person I run into is a cop. I'm like, oh, can I drink this beer on the patio?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of which, so, okay, we
You
had,
could because he was there.
yeah, for that to watch us drink, which I've got a story about that cop, too, as we continue to talk through what happened that night. But anyway, we also had so many volunteers that helped us.
God.
Holly and I literally just ran around for at least 40 minutes yelling, and everybody just kept going and making it work. And my mother and my friend Erin just went outside and played bouncer, and they got everybody in the door. My mom didn't know how to tell them how to use Venmo, so she was using her own Venmo to take payments, and then she Venmo'd us her Venmo. It was outrageous. And then she pulls out of her pocket. She's like, oh, and I sold probably 10 tickets in cash. Here you go. And just hands this wad of cash. I was like, how many people are in here?
Oh my God.
Did you check IDs?
I kept no.
No.
I kept calling out 25 minutes till doors open, 7 minutes till doors open. Like it was.
They were already in. They were already open. So anyway, we had all these people helping. Ashley and crew downstairs.
Setting up food.
Renee played our lunch lady. She handed out all of the
did
sandwiches.
so good.
She was amazing. She came out of nowhere. I didn't even realize that she was coming, and she showed up. And she's like,
jumped in.
"What can I do?" And she literally served 160 people dinner, like
It was amazing.
like nothing. You know, she was incredible.
She's Mr. Calling for sure.
Yeah, she should have been a lunch lady. She works for large corporate America, so I think sometimes a lunch lady might sound good to her. Yeah, so we had her, and we had Ashley and her husband were downstairs, and then we had William down there doing all the merch, and then Natasha and Hannah and so many people running all over the place. Emily
Ashley's
and
husband.
Yeah,
was serving drinks.
and then just there were so many people. Emily's husband Thomas helped to get everything like all set up and got the like little projector thing going.
Mm-hmm.
My husband was gone for a whole hour looking for an extension cord, but I guess that was helpful.
He sounds smart.
Yeah.
I see, Kara.
He walked
I'm
in.
going to go away for an hour.
Yeah, he walked in the middle of my tizzy, and he just like looked down at the ground. He was like, "I'm not making eye contact. I gotta go." But it was absolutely incredible. So then we had Jeremy, who was our MC. Oh my God, she got her own mute button. He gave her an iPad with a mute button.
Hello, hello.
Oh, snap.
What's up?
This is crazy.
I loved having control.
Yeah, just don't mute me.
No, yeah, because he's going to have things to say.
She's muted already.
Okay.
So Jeremy came in and he
Our
killed
MC.
it. MC, he killed it. He
That
He
poor
was
guy.
dressed the part, too.
well, we said
We asked him to.
we said, could you suit up, please? And he did. And he asked like which suit to wear. He like showed pictures of his different suits, and we picked out the suit we wanted him to wear. And he is an announcer for pro wrestling, and so he brought in a few pro wrestling things, which was absolutely ridiculous, but it like for some reason worked. It was like very hilarious.
We made jokes about the Venn diagram between dog rescue people
A circle.
and pro wrestling people.
And like the overlap.
They like maybe barely touch.
And it's your MC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It was
obviously.
Jeremy in the middle, but he said that in between his breaks, people came up to him and said, like, I love pro wrestling. So apparently it's a thing. And then we had Morgan come down from
Yes.
Wisconsin, that sweet angel, and she brought her man pet, and
did so good.
she did amazing. She was wonderful. They did a round of bingo. She called the bingo. Very entertaining, and she was even more adorable than I ever imagined. So that was a freaking treat.
It was kind of like, I told her, this is kind of like planning a wedding where you spend all this time and effort and money and energy planning something, and then the day of, it happens so fast.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You don't even remember anything. I got literally 0 pictures.
Nothing.
I'm
Well, thank
so
goodness
glad
we had the
had
photographer there.
Brian, the photographer.
Another
because-
person to call out, Brian Holgrave, and we'll talk about him a couple times because he helped us twice that weekend.
Mhm.
But he's incredible. Came out, and he also helped us set up tables and
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff, as well as take beautiful pictures of the event, which we'll use forever. And everyone really loved getting to see themselves having a good time. So that was cool.
Wait, was Morgan there when I was there?
She
She
would
called
have
the second round.
Yeah, she would have been there, but she called before you. She had dreads. And she was kind of standing off to the side when you got there, I think. She probably was standing kind of by your wife,
Yeah.
who had a not bingo.
Had a 5 in a row bingo on a nearly blackout picture on the screen.
Yeah.
Yes. But then,
like
so,
how you just missed that. Yes.
yes, that happened.
Well, the only reason I say
It's not her fault.
It is.
when I used to call bingo before, I always have different cards for each round, and inevitably every single time you'd have new people show up and they don't know
In
the
the
rules,
middle.
even though you go through the rules
Every round.
even if they were there for the rules, and you'll say your card has to match the card on the screen exactly for you to have a bingo. This is not straight line bingo. It's not diagonal bingo. That doesn't count. And if you call it, you have to buy the house around. When I called before, So I was just waiting for somebody to call bingo. So when you said that, I was like, oh.
So she was just going to stand there all quiet-like. And so when the guy with the bingo cards was coming around, I said, how much for one? I said, $5. I said, go give it to that pretty lady over there next to the wall.
Oh, my God.
And
You
I don't know
set her up.
And I don't know if he knew, like, we were together, but he did it. He walked it right over to her and had a big smile and handed her a daughter and everything. And
Probably William.
So she's playing. But
Probably was.
I don't know if the listeners realize this, but the round that I got to call
Was
a freaking blackout card. So
Almost,
minus like 4 spots.
so instead of like calling 18 numbers and being done, I had to call all but 6
Right.
for them to be left.
I could have set you up with the first round, but you couldn't get there on time.
Let's try to no. It was fun. I had a good time.
It was great. People loved having you there.
It's just being me. I didn't know the bingo jokes, you know.
Nice to put a face to the voice.
Yep.
He's got a face for radio, folks.
I think I overdid the interstate joke.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh, every time I got an I said there's got to be an interstate 23 or 24, whatever the I numbers were.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but interstates go by 5s.
Oh.
So
It wouldn't have been.
You know, like Interstate 20.
So that's why the joke didn't land.
35.
Everybody else
80.
knows
Somebody
that.
said one of them was in North Dakota. They must have been feeding me full of shit.
And you know the even numbers are east to west, and the odd numbers are
She talks like
north to
anyone
south.
might know this.
Right.
Again,
You didn't know that?
I knew.
You knew that.
the interstates were odd.
You didn't
going
know
north
that.
I
and
did
south.
not know
I didn't
that.
know they went by 5.
I barely drive. My biggest trip of the year is to Slater every other Monday. I really don't. I don't drive. If I'm going I fly to St. Louis. Like, I don't drive.
Anyway, it was a great time. I feel it was very successful.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't track the numbers down to the penny.
Well, but we
by
should
any
share
stretch, but
approximately what we raised.
I think after everything is said and done,
About-
we netted about 10 grand.
Yeah, that's where I kind of
yeah.
landed, which I just sent you our final bill today. So I think we're all squared away. And so if you have been listening, you know that we spend about $10,000 per month on vet bills. So that kind of just puts us ahead by a month of what we were already expecting to have to cover. And that's incredible. It allows us to take on some bigger cases. And we'll talk about a few bigger expense medical things that we've had happen since we were talked last. So
A spiral of trouble, if you will.
corkscrew.
Pop the wine. Because we got bills to pay.
We do.
All right.
Well, before we dive into we're going to not go through every intake and outtake. We'll kind of generalize because there's a freak ton since we haven't talked so long. But the other thing we did, so we had bingo on Friday.
Right.
Holly and I hate to feel
Calm.
and like happy and zen. We like to feel on
Chaotic.
edge, and like when your heart pounds and you can feel it in like your fingers. We like that.
There was a word for us that'd be frantic.
And so on Sunday, after our huge bingo event that took weeks and weeks to plan, we decided to have our biggest microchip event of the year, which is kind of an event in and of itself. And it went awesome.
Yeah.
In the last moment, we thought, oh, God, this is going to be terrible. But then it all came
Well, because
together.
things that morning kind of started falling apart. And by like noon, I was like, you know what? I don't even care anymore.
It'll be fine.
As long as the dogs show up and the microchips are there, that's bare minimum.
That's all we've
Anything
really
above
promised.
and beyond that is
Just a bonus. But it was amazing. We had so many people. Dogs showed up in costume. We had a photographer. We had a red carpet. The red carpet looked amazing because April apparently has the entire state's worth of Halloween decorations in her storage and just rolled up, and our backdrop looked so cool. We had people doing little clay paw prints and then ink
Tiffany was
paw
there.
prints. Yeah, Tiffany. My mom was there. I don't know what she did, but she did help somehow.
Hey, I'm just glad to have feet on the ground. Madison was there. She showed up with her pup. She helped with all the stuff, helped getting everything set up.
Yes. Boopy was there bringing pizzazz and pink to the event.
Jenny at Flat Tire helped us get everything. I mean,
she's always
she does all the
amazing.
little prep work ahead of time. And when I say little,
It's
I
a lot of
mean
work.
a lot.
Yeah.
It's like everybody thinks a little fairy makes that shit happen. No, it's Jenny. But anyway, it was a great event. We had, I think we microchipped like around 25 dogs, and 17 of them were Madrid residents.
Mm-hmm.
Some
That's
of them,
awesome.
yeah, some of them were returns from last year that just came to
Get their
participate
picture.
and do the picture thing. And
Cute. I saw what may be
the
top
cutest dog in the world.
cutest puppy I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, absurd. So much so that I can't think about it before I go to sleep, or I won't sleep because I'll be thinking too much about this cute puppy. It was like a
How old do you think it was? Like, not even 3 pounds.
8 weeks.
Not
Not
even.
even 3 pounds. All black, short hair, wiener dog with eyeballs so huge.
As big as marbles.
That you look in them and then you just go ahead and go to heaven right then and there. Like, this thing was absolutely intoxicatingly cute. And then they were like, we'd like to get it microchipped.
Oh,
and
God.
guess who has to do that?
Kara.
I'm like, and so there's a bar full of people. Look at this thing, Tanner.
Oh, wow.
Good Lord. Is it the picture from?
So
Oh, geez, Louise. You could hold it in your hand. It was so tiny. So we get to the point where we have to microchip it, and I feel this thing is so small. I'm like, it's gonna freak out. Like, it's gonna hurt it. Like, the needle is huge, and so I'm like, okay, here we go. And I poke it, and it goes,
It screams
It
out this little
screams.
titty scream, and the whole bar.
and like,
Aw.
oh, and then I just
Like-
yell, do not do that. Like, it's
He's
for his own. He's
fine.
fine. It's for his own good. But I felt horrible because I heard him for a second. But now, if he ever gets lost, they're gonna be able to find him again because they will have registered that microchip, which is the important part.
Like, look how
Um,
little it was.
He was so tiny. It's the cutest thing I've ever.
Small.
If my daughter had been there,
Would've
she would.
died.
Well, she would have died, but she would have gotten her first charge. I mean, she would have taken that dog and ran. Oh,
that was
my
a great
Lord.
success.
It was awesome. Yeah, it worked great.
I updated city council members. They were pleased and happy with the outcome.
Good. Well, and I love you. We brought this up later, and we'll talk about it more when it comes to fruition. But you had talked about this with another police department about, hey, why when you have these microchip events in your city, don't you offer free registration for the pet with the city when you do that? And they just had this light bulb of like, oh gosh, we've never thought of that because it gets them in the door.
Right.
Once you register your dog once, they got to keep coming back unless the dog goes away, right?
Or dies.
Or dies or whatever,
Right.
goes away or dies. And it is genius,
Yeah.
right? Because like it keeps the dog safe. It keeps dogs back
And
with
it
their
gets
people.
them in microchipped, and if anything ever happens,
And the
you can
police
track
like
them
it
down.
because if they pick up a stray dog, it's so much easier to get them back if they're registered with the city.
Well, kudos to Madrid and Madrid City Council for having that insight. And when I first started approaching them about the microchip clinic, which this was our 3rd year of doing this, by the way, the first year,
Oh, that's right, because we did it at the police station. I was like, wait a minute, it was? Oh, yeah.
when we started it, they had the same licensing program where you had to do it every year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only $5 with the city of Madrid. It's not a big deal.
Oh, it's way cheaper than
In-
Urbandale.
In Des Moines, it's like $15, I think, if they're spayed or neutered, and like $35 if they're not.
Yeah,
Something like
Urbandale is
that.
kind of expensive because we do ours and it's like 15 or 20 per dog, I think. And then you have, I mean, it's whatever. It's once a year, but like I never remember. And then they send me like all these notices. And I'm like, oh my God, yes, I do.
Well, Madrid never even, I mean, I don't think Madrid ever enforced it anyway, but I don't think 95% of the residents even know that this
Like, why would they
ordinance
do it?
exists.
Right.
Second of
I
all,
feel like you with licensing your dogs is like us with licensing our semis and trailers.
Right.
All of a sudden you get the stack of them.
a
Yeah.
stack of bills.
Then you got to figure out which
like
one
she's got to
goes
put
with
it into
which
her
dog.
annual budget.
Yeah.
You're like, oh crap, it's registration month.
Yeah.
That's funny you say that because I remember my dad getting his stack
Yeah.
of registration things, and being like, here's your car, and
Yeah.
he did that because he would keep my cars on his stuff until I was like 25, and then finally he's like, you got to
You're on your own.
get your own car. Hey, speaking of which, I got a new car.
Yes, she did. I didn't know if you wanted to mention that or not.
Yeah.
Not that you're not
Fresh after
identifiable.
bingo, she's got a new car.
Well, the day before bingo.
Oh,
yeah,
Well, it wasn't-
no, the day before. I got the day
before.
before bingo. Well, I just mentioned it because I've been driving around this freaking money trap, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to take all the money that I've spent last year and use that budget line item to get a new car, which it's fine. It looks exactly like my old car, so you'll know when I'm coming. But anyway.
Oh, you didn't get the dog bone one?
No, it was a little bit out of my budget, but after we're all said and done, I was like, I probably could have made it happen. And now I'm like,
for the dog bone that she's never going to see, by the way.
I know, but I keep seeing them now that I bought this car. I see them all the time. I'm like, everybody else got the dog bone car and I didn't, but it's fine.
All right, we're going to back out of the rabbit hole.
Yep.
So, City of Madrid, it was every year they were supposed to register and then renew it. They made a motion to make it a one-time fee and then approved our microchip clinic that it would be waived at the microchip clinic.
That's amazing.
But that's not that. I mean, that's obviously not the case with like the Metro.
Oh no,
it's
yeah,
we annual
every
thing.
year. Mm-hmm.
That should be. I think that'll be coming down the pike with the city of Des Moines.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really good. Yeah,
keep an eye out for
I'm
that.
excited. Anywho, all right. Well, those are the things that have literally sucked our life away, and mostly the reason that we have not been able to be here together, apart from Holly's sexy voice. But other than that. But in that time, so let's see. The last time that we talked about our intakes and outtakes was when 10/6. So now it is.
Oh, you want to go through these?
Exactly 1 month later. Well,
Yeah.
I think so. We can dive in.
So we've had 20 intakes and 24 adoptions.
Yep.
So we're -4 or +4, however you want to think about it.
Is there two ways to think about it?
Well, I mean, on which side of the fence are you?
Right. We're -4 in a positive way.
Right.
Look at what you did.
If I'm nothing else, I can always spin something bad on its good side. I got that from my mother. But I think before we talked about that we knew this was coming. The big part
Yeah, because it was the next day.
Yeah, the big chunk of this was all of those dogs that had come in from the breeder release situation.
Yeah.
So did we
10
get
and a half dogs coming out of that?
Did we get to talk about like what actually happened, or were we just planning on that? No, we didn't. We just knew it was coming.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I scrolled back.
If we already talked about this, sorry.
We
You're gonna hear
did.
it again.
So it was, well, there's a couple of notable things that were really freaking weird about it. But like, it was a breeder who was an in-law to somebody who had fostered for us before. So that's how we got connected to this person. And she said,
She's been working on
this has
for a
been like a
while.
blight on our family. And like, we have been in a fight about this for years because she's a big animal advocate and her husband's brother owned this puppy mill,
Right.
essentially. And so he got to a point where he claims, this is inaccurate. He claims that recently the state of Iowa, or
the Department of
Ag or whatever, recently started requiring that large-scale dog breeders or commercial breeders had to do a dental for their dogs every year, and for the first time ever required rabies vaccines. Now, we know quite well that everyone's very strict about rabies vaccines, and for his whole life, he should have been rabies vaccinating these dogs.
Right.
But he's been operating for, I'm going to say, double digits number of years and has never rabies vaccinated a single dog that he has bred or sold in a pretty large scale operation.
I don't even understand how that's possible unless he was never registered with the state. Like, they would require that on inspection.
He said he was, because he talked about the USDA coming out and talking to him about it and saying that he had to,
unless he forged records. I don't know.
He told me he literally believed.
I was standing right there. I heard
he
you.
literally believed that he did not have to rabies vaccinate these dogs. So anyway, we get all of these dogs and we have to have the veterinarian there on site rabies vaccinating them as we take them in, because all of these freaking dogs that we're taking in are 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, unvaccinated. Mama gave birth the day before we got there to a single puppy, unvaccinated. Like, what?
So wild.
So all he's been doing is what? Deworming them and giving them like kennel cough, maybe? I don't know.
He did say he was worming them on a schedule.
He gave us like a sheet of things that he had like been self-vaccinating, but of course we just disregarded that and started fresh
Well,
because
you can't take that anywhere.
Well, you can't, but I mean, just to say.
Right.
Like
Anybody can say that.
He claimed he had been doing things on an index card scribble paper, like it was dirty and like fly feces all over it. It's like, what in the world? But it was interesting because the place was relatively clean because there was only these final 10 dogs there.
I think the capacity for that establishment was probably Well, he had
60?
2 per in the kennels that
Or
we
3.
saw, 2 or 3,
Yeah.
and there was at least 4 times as many kennels.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, we
than
walked
there.
through 2 rooms before
Right.
we got to the back part of the second room where the final 10 dogs were all lined up. So there was,
Probably enough for at least 60.
I would say, 60 to 100 dogs
Yeah.
at a time in this one building.
And just with the 10 dogs that were there, it was so loud.
So loud. Yeah.
Oh my God. I was in there for like 2 minutes. I'm like, I'm going to go get the kennels. I can't.
And here I am trying to talk this guy down because there's obviously some mental illness there, and he's like starting to cry and all of these things, but like there's these dogs that are crammed into kennels, and it's not just kennels, you guys. It's the floors are.
Yeah, when we say kennels, they're not like what you think of, like not kennels that you have your
not
dog
like
in
our
at home.
kennels. These are wire cages that have wire floors.
The entire cage is made out of wire.
There's no solid place for the dogs to stand, indoors or outdoors. When they went outdoors, it was just a cage that was elevated outside.
Right.
But so they had got fresh air if they wanted to go out there. But anyway, they just had to pee and poop where they were, and it went through the cage wires.
Mm-hmm.
And every single one of these dogs had these very strange, flat, flapper-looking feet because they were unable to stand on their feet as their body was meant for them to stand because they were sitting back on their hocks because of the pain of standing on these cages. So they had like calloused and flat paws that were like, I don't know how to quite explain them, but I think if you look it up, like just look up.
It's very common with puppy mill dogs.
Puppy mill dogs have this like weird flat foot, and it actually creates an additional pad paw thing in between like the main paw pad. Like, so think of the palm of your hand and the tips of your fingers. If you were walking on your hands, the palm of your hand and the tips of your fingers would be where you would walk, right? But these were flattened. So you'd have like these additional calluses on the rest of your hand, and that's kind of how the dogs were. They had like an additional callus.
George had that, my mill dog, and he would get these like
Like
really big
things?
blackheads.
Oh gosh.
In between his paw pads. And you could like
Squeeze them out, or
you could
what?
squeeze them out. But it's just because of years and years of the skin
standing on
being
wire
stretched
cage.
and it's not a good thing. And I took one of these dogs home and fostered it. In fact, he was just adopted today.
Alfred.
And when I took him to his new home, they had remarked on how he walked around, because he walked around like
On his tippies?
on his tippies,
Oh.
and he did these like
Because
little.
usually it's kind of the flat foot.
He did these like little tiny steps. Like,
yeah.
I don't know
Because
how to
he'd never
explain it.
walked before. Like,
Yeah, they had a mill dog that they adopted 2 years ago, and she had joked about how she only ever turns to the right. She never
'Cause
makes
they
left-hand
circle.
turns. I said, that is because she was a mill dog and she has gone kennel crazy.
yeah.
And they literally
Only.
go insane.
Yeah.
And they circle 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 because
you
that's all they
imagine
can do.
Your whole life, your only walk, your only steps are in a 1 foot by 3 foot area.
I feel like I shit on her rainbow because I told her that, and she was like,
Oh.
like she had this like little light bulb moment. She's like, oh my God, I've been laughing about this the whole time. I'm like, well, I mean, it is funny.
Right.
but
Like, it's fine now because she's
the
safe and loved
reason
and
of
warm.
why that is not funny, but it is. You can joke about it. It's fine. I'm dead inside. I don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's absolutely. I can't imagine walking past an animal every day for. So he was saying that some of these dogs were like in their teens. So for more than 10 years, walking past a dog, knowing that their feet have never touched the ground. I don't know how a human could do that.
2 things I want to talk about is their depth perception.
Yes,
So
that's something you noticed that I'd never thought about.
Yeah, all of the kennels were elevated off the ground, like suspended off the ground. And I'm talking like several feet off the ground.
Probably about 3.5,
4
4
feet,
feet off the ground. Yeah.
And multiple fosters, including me, reported that these dogs would take tumbles. Like they'd tumble downstairs. One of the dogs fell in
an egress window.
An egress window. They just have no depth perception.
So they'd be like, okay, I'm walking and everything's going to be the same because I've only been in this 1 foot by 3 foot area.
Mm-hmm. So that's something to note. The worst dog out of the group, though, I think was Mr. Snoops.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got there, I was for sure that dog was going to lose both of his eyes because they were so.
I asked
like,
the vet when we went to
infected.
the first visit, because I had him for that night or whatever before his visit, and I got there and I said, do you think we should just yoink his eyeballs out because they're pretty bad?
Yeah.
And the vet was like, it's a possibility. She
possibility.
said, I need you to give him how many times a day?
It was like 6 times a day.
6 times a day
Which
meds to try and save his eyes.
That was one of the medications.
There were
But
7.
there was like, there was literally like, I think there was 5 different eye drops because you had to do.
And you couldn't do them together. You had to do
Mr.
them.
Snoops ended up at my parents' house for a
Because
weekend.
I was like freaking out to Holly. I was like, I can't even remember to give my dog a pill once a day. What do you mean 6? And I have to go. And my grandma was moving that weekend, and it was a whole thing. I'm like, I can't do it. So thank
he spent
goodness.
the weekend with mom and dad, and
I think they saved his eyeballs.
we all
Honestly.
sat down at the kitchen counter and looked at each prescription and Dad wrote it down on a note card. It had like a little like columns.
It was perfect.
It's like 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 to like all the things because one of the
Some
things
you
like you had to
couldn't
do drops and then wait 10 minutes and then do the next eye drops.
And then you had to wait 45 minutes.
And then you had to wait 2 hours it was a whole freaking thing. It was nuts.
If I
anyway,
had all the minutes in the world, I could not have figured out that schedule. It was crazy.
that was just for his eyeballs. Then he finally got into his neuter and dental, and we found out that
Dr. Take
first of all, he lost all of his teeth.
every tooth
Second of all, he had 3 fractures in his lower jaw
because of the severe infection that was in his mouth.
The teeth were so infected.
Yeah, Dr. Takis said, I just got him sedated and I took a look and I'm 99% sure we've got a fractured jaw situation here, but I'll let you know. And I'm like, well, of course we do, because he was, and he was sick and he couldn't eat, and
he was a miserable little kid. But I mean, he was pleasant. He didn't.
No, he was.
But it was
he didn't
when they
whine or
had to give
anything.
him the oral meds, he got.
Because his mouth hurt.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
So that poor kid. But saved his eyeballs. His mouth is much better. He's on the mend.
He's on the mend, and thank
And
goodness.
it's been a
he's
month.
with
It'll be a month in 2 days.
Mike and Linda are unlike any other in that they're like, you know what? He's not ready to go home yet.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay if we keep him longer? And we're like, oh my God, yeah. I mean, if you guys are willing to like do the TLC that he needs until he gets to his final destination. And I actually have, we have a senior Shih Tzu sanctuary lady who has taken a couple from us, and she has agreed to take him, but I haven't reached out to her yet because I think we might have, like, we may be able to send him to another home, but he just needs more time. And they're just been so kind to say, like, hey, we'll give him all the time until we feel like he's ready. I'm like, yeah.
Which, by the way, sidebar to any fosters listening, it is not a race to get these dogs out the door. It's not a race to get these dogs adopted. There's no trophies or certificates for the number of dogs you can get through in a year. Whatever time they need.
I did buy trophies.
But
I haven't used them yet.
I mean, that's your job as a foster to make those calls when they're ready to go, when they're not ready to go, and what needs to happen before they're ready to go, and all the things. I've had Alfie for a month.
Yeah.
And a week ago, I probably would have been like, he was still recovering. His fistulas still are not totally recovered.
Yeah.
But me and the adoptive family has a plan for that, and she's gonna all the things. So my point is take all the time that you need. That's our job.
It feels exciting to be able to get to the goal of like the adoption in the final day, but then if you haven't taken the time that dog needs from you, whether it be mentally, physically, behaviorally, whatever, and we hurry up and we adopt the dog out, then we end up in situations where we've got
they might be totally fine
emergencies, and sometimes
they might be.
It depends on the dog,
but then they might not be, and that's where you. Not always in this case, but that's where you get returns.
Well, and that's why Oh My Dog is different, is that we are empowering you to do that. And
God forbid you don't get a dog that is returned that's in the wrong spot.
Right. I know.
I mean,
no kidding.
That's my worst nightmare.
Listen, I'll take a return all day long as long as they're calling us again.
Yeah.
Which still to this day, we have taken 100% of our requested returned dogs, which I'm very proud of. I don't know that we're always going to be able to do that. We might have a time where we have a dog that's trying to be returned that we literally don't have a spot for and we have to decline. But at this time, we're still on pace for being able to continue to do that. And I think we'll maintain that as long as we absolutely can, because you got to stand behind him. If we're doing rescue and then we're just letting him go out into the world and then not standing behind him, what's the point? What's the point?
You're just shuffling dogs around.
Mm-hmm. You're just counting the numbers.
Right.
We don't want to do that.
So out of the 20 intakes that we've had since last time we were here, 11 of them are from that group.
Yep. One of them being the little singleton puppy, which tell him what we named. Tell him what we named her and why.
This mama mill dog had this
Little
puppy.
Bichon.
It was like 3 days old the day that we got it.
Yeah. And it was actually Mr. Snoops was the dad.
Was it?
Yeah, Mr. Snoops was the dad, which why was he fathering dogs at that stage? But whatever.
And it was a single puppy, which isn't super common.
But for an 11-year-old mama,
But it's more common the older the dogs get, and that's
Yeah.
usually why commercial breeders retire the dog. It just happened to fall on Tater Tot's birthday, my parents' Chihuahua, and Tater Tot was a single out of Malibu, and so we named the baby. We named the baby Casserole. So we had Tater Tot Casserole.
What's really funny is my friend Cameron is going to wean the puppy. So
Oh, I thought Rhonda was.
No, she's gonna take Mama.
Oh, okay.
Rhonda's going to take Mama, which is a godsend. She's going to do great with Mama. And then my friend Cameron is going to foster the puppy. But Cameron is from Minnesota.
Hot dish.
And he goes, could we rename this dog? And I said, absolutely not. He's like, how about something proper, like Hot Dish? I said, you call her what you want, but her name on paper is Casserole. You, sir, are in Iowa.
That's right. That's right. I've heard that debate so many times.
We've had the duck, duck, gray duck and duck, duck, goose debate before.
Oh, I've not heard that one.
He's actually got a hat that says duck, duck, gray duck on it.
I dated a guy from Minnesota for about 6 months, and
I dated a guy from Minnesota for about 6 seconds.
All I'll say is I have not dated a guy from Minnesota since.
Sorry, Cameron. There's someone out there for you. It's just neither of us because we like casserole.
I just don't get it. Hot dish. Like, what is that?
It's not a casserole. I'm sure it tastes worse.
Well, anyway, casserole.
Yep.
So that makes 9 left. Apple.
Little golden retriever.
God. If I saw
girl.
one more application for that dog, I would.
So Apple
lose it.
set our record for single day number of applications. She got 17 in less than 24 hours. She was just a little golden retriever, 1-year-old dog. Like nothing.
Very small.
She was really little for a golden retriever. But yeah, she in and out, obviously, because we had to wait for her spay day for her to go home.
I met her at the dog park, and she really was a sweetheart.
Really nice little dog, yeah. But it was outrageous. We sat there while Hope was watching the applications pop up on her phone. She turns around. She's like, what do I do? I was like, I'll shut it down. Yeah. But, like, it was hours, and we had double-digit applications, which is crazy.
Yeah, and to that end, if you are looking for a particular kind of dog, like a particular breed or crossbreed or whatever, let us know. I'm not saying that we're a broker by any means. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I am saying if you're looking for something specific, and then over here we rescue partners saying, hey, I've got this something specific that's not doing so well in shelter. Do you have any room? Well, normally I'm going to say probably not, because we've got all these other things going on. But if I know that I have somebody that's interested in that breed, then you're just playing matchmaker at that point. I don't even care if it comes through us. I'll direct you to them. I don't care. A dog saved is a dog saved. But if you're looking for something specific, just let us know.
On that note, though, if you're going to be real specific, just make sure you let us know that too, because I had somebody reach out to say, hey, I want a beagle.
Oh, did that not work out?
And I was like, cool. Literally hours later.
Weird. I'm shocked.
This beagle pops up, and actually, he's absolutely lovely. Like, I'm not a huge beagle person, but this dog, like, I'd take. Like, he is cute. He's cute. He's a good boy.
What's his name?
His name is now
Which one is this?
Buckeye.
Buckeye.
Yeah, he's really awesome. I'm glad we helped him. But then I'm sending all these cute pictures of Buckeye, and he's doing great. All this great updates, all kinds of intel from William, who's fostering him, like amazing. And then I get a message back that says, I think he's going to be a little off put because he's 7 years old and he was looking for a younger dog. Mind you, this is an older single gentleman who should be happy with a 7-year-old dog.
Every time.
And he can't be like, he wants a puppy. Sir, you don't want a puppy. You want Buckeye. Buckeye is like the greatest
I mean,
dog.
I'm not here to tell you what you want, but I am here to tell you what I'm not going to give you.
Well, I tell you right now, I'm no longer looking for a baby beagle for you because I've got Buckeye and he's the number one boy. So somebody else is going to get him and be real lucky.
Hilarious.
Annoying. I don't do that a lot anymore because I'm done. I've been Buckeyed.
Well, I'm not, again, not a broker. I'm not
also,
saying I'm going to find you.
Also, my memory is
that,
a goldfish, so good luck letting you remember that you told me you wanted a golden retriever 6 months ago. Not gonna.
Herman?
I was on here to look back. Oh, the mini schnauzer. That was the one from, you know that one better than me.
So cute.
Really cute. It was the
Ames Animal Shelter.
A party colored one. The party color, like the white with the brown spot.
Herman?
Yeah.
Janelle's foster? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he was, I forget what happened to his owner. Did he pass away
something like that? Yeah.
Went into a nursing home or something? Anyway, he ended up at the Ames Animal Shelter and was not doing good there at all. Like, they couldn't get hands on him at all. And so they called and said, hey, can you help us out? Absolutely. He was in Janelle's home the next day. Did great. Mm-hmm. Everything turned out fine.
Got adopted very quickly. And
dog blessed Janelle, too, because she had Maeve, yeah. Whatever, at the time.
Everyone kept applying for Mauve, and I was like, it's Maeve, but okay.
Whatever. So she was double tapping.
2, yeah.
And I was like, I mean, I know she's capable, but you're going to take a spicy schnauzer, and what was Mauve? Like a...
Maeve was...
Whatever.
A little Sheltie.
Are we doing this now? Well, Haven?
I got to have something to correct because it's usually me.
What was she? A
Sheltie.
Yeah.
She was really Sheltie.
Ironically, you said that. I had somebody message me the other day saying, I saw that you had a Sheltie. Can you send me the link? And it was the day that Maeve got adopted. And I said, she just got adopted today. And the lady was like, oh, okay. But don't we have another one?
We have another one.
Maybe she was talking about that one, and now
Yeah, Bingo is one that came in. I got from Aaron, and
Bingo's not on here.
Should be.
There it is, right there. I can't read.
Bingo was his name. Oh, he's the smallest Sheltie I've ever seen in my life. He's small. You know Hannah's Pomeranian?
Cute. Yeah.
Smaller than her Pomeranian.
No.
Yeah. But his head is like the size of like a Sheltie's head.
He didn't look that small.
He's tiny. He's only 10 pounds.
Oh, my dog.
He's adorable. And his bark is like this. Like if you could bark right now, it's like, woof. Woof.
Make fun of the sick kid. It's fine. Well, anyway, Bingo came in on, get this, the day we held Bingo.
Yep.
That's why we named him that.
Yep.
Baked potato, and we're just going to do them both at the same time. Who was the other one?
Jelly Roll.
Where's he at? Oh, he must have been before this.
Really?
Has he been with us that long?
No, surely not.
Surely not. Anyway.
Is Jelly Roll not on our list? Because that'd be something. Jelly Roll's not on the list.
Our first miss.
My first time missing a dog on this spreadsheet. Add it in, and then I'll figure out the date later.
Nikes. Well, this is why we do intakes and outtakes.
That's right. See? This is for a reason.
Double-checking ourselves.
So Jelly Roll is the most obese. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to have to look back through our messages to see his date and everything. Upsetting.
This dog looked... when the picture came through, I was like...
He looked like a pot roast.
There was no daylight between the floor and his belly.
Right.
None. I'm not exaggerating. The picture, he looked like a tick. I mean, he should be the cover photo of this podcast.
Like Beef Wellington.
And what was his story? The family member took him in, and they were working on his weight loss, but he had the skin condition too. And
skin condition, they got him on special food, but
well,
then they were unable. And then they had surrendered him to, I'm not going to say the name of the rescue, but a rescue that is breed specific who takes bulldogs, and apparently something fell through there, and they didn't take him because the paperwork literally says that it had been transferred to this rescue, but they never picked him up.
Never happened.
Yeah, they never got him. And so somehow they got a hold of us, and we took him in, and Well,
Johnny and Tracy, absolutely insane because they had the 2 wiener dogs at the same
they
time
had the 2 wiener dogs, but Tracy really
I know.
wanted to foster this English Bulldog, and his whole ass end was just rotten. And I'm not talking like just stinky. I'm talking like severe infection.
Like literally rotting out of his ass.
Like
His tail, what do they call it? Corkscrew.
Called a corkscrew tail. So the wonderful breeding that us humans have done to make the English Bulldog has created it's a shortening of, and she'll read exactly what it is, but it's like the shortening of their spine where the tail basically grows back into the body. And then it creates this pocket that becomes severely infected.
Yeah, it's like an ingrown tail.
Yeah.
It's a vertebral malformation that commonly occurs in bulldogs.
Mm-hmm.
Vertebrae may be fused together or otherwise abnormally structured, causing the tail to take an abnormal shape and curvature. Affected dogs typically have a deep skin fold surrounding a tightly curled, malformed tail. The deep skin fold is predisposed to developing skin infections, check, which can become severe and negatively impact the dog's quality of life, check.
Yeah.
In some cases, the tail anatomy is so deformed that it limits the dog's ability to pass feces normally, forcing feces to accumulate in the skin folds surrounding the tail. Corkscrew tail is commonly observed in English Bulldogs, Pugs, Boston Terriers, and French Bulldogs. So anyway, basically the tail is turning around back into itself and causing horrific problems.
Yeah.
Check. So he already had, through the previous owner, an appointment with Iowa State Vet Med, and they told us this, and they said that the surgery was going to be like $4,000 or something.
No,
like
it was more. It was like
no, it was 4, and
okay.
they said they would contribute up to a certain amount.
Okay.
And I was like, well, I mean, if he needs it, he needs it. Let's
go.
Who else is going to do it for this dog?
Right. Nobody.
And so obviously, we took him in, and then ironically, not very far after that, we get baked potato.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a nausea shit show situation.
Jelly roll and baked potato.
That's right.
They go together.
Like peas and honey.
Yeah, just like that.
I'm glad you came up with that pretty quick because I had nothing.
But this dog, Natasha, so it was a lead that came in through our groomer Bree and all these things, and this dog had been on basically a stray hold with somebody and no one was claiming her. And so
this was that mental health project.
Yeah, there was some mental health issues happening with the people that the guy that picked up the dog, and he was very sweet, but like definitely could not care for her. And it's a freaking good thing that Bree got involved and gave him our information because she got her and she was not getting along with Bree's dogs and family, and Bree is not meant to foster. She tries to help, but it usually lasts about 5 minutes and then she moves him on, which is fine. So Natasha went and got this dog, and she sent me a picture of her pachanga, like dripping this stuff out. And I said, that looks like pyometria. Get her in immediately for a spay. Like in the next 24 hours, we got to get her in.
If you don't know what a pachanga is, go ahead and Google that now.
I think I'm good.
I want to see you try and spell it, though.
So we get her in. Luckily, Nevada Vet was able to get her in. They open her up to spare, and she is pregnant with 8 puppies, half of which were dead and decaying inside of her body. The other half were basically a spay and abort because we couldn't leave she was infected. Her uterine lining, everything was completely infected. It all had to go. So we lost all the puppies, and the ones that were deceased, of course, everything got taken out. And while she was there, guess what? Found out she too had an infected corkscrew tail.
I've never heard of this condition before in my life, mostly because I am adverse to bulldogs, period.
I love them, but
what are the odds that we have 2 at the exact same time?
Yeah.
So then I get that call, and I'm like, don't we have a quote from Iowa State that it's $4,000?
Right.
So now we're talking $8,000?
Yeah.
We're putting all intakes on hold. Yeah,
like, oh my gosh, we got to make some money, honey. We need another bingo event yesterday. Yeah. So, but luckily, Nevada vet was able to get it done for us for quite a bit cheaper, which is incredible. And speaking of which,
Yeah,
I
actually want to understand that whole thing.
like, how can
someday.
they do it for that price and Iowa State is literally thousands of dollars more?
I don't know. I don't know if maybe the quote that we have was like a over the phone kind of quote thing.
No, they saw her.
or
They had
saw
records because I had to call and they had to go through all these channels to get me the Iowa State records. I have the Iowa State records
I
from.
called Iowa State to cancel the appointment.
Yeah, well, I called to beg for them to switch everything over to us.
Man.
Yes, and actually, I'm adding this dog into our system now, and I have the reason why. So, Jelly Roll was a bulldog that belonged to a family friend who passed away. With no details on his care for the dog. The old owner neglected him and had skin issues. Dog needs medical attention, and we've given him his shots, but we've been taking him to the vet, working to clear out a tail pocket infection he has. He may need surgery for this. We're not able to give him the care and attention he needs.
Do you think that the obesity plays into this, or do you think he would have had the corkscrew tail no matter what?
Both.
Both?
Like, I think the infection, like his infection was so much worse
Because
than
he's overweight.
Than baked potatoes, because baked potato was like less than 40 pounds. Like she's a very well like shaped and like sized bulldog.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's great. She's petite for a bulldog. He's 80 pounds
Yeah.
and should probably be 50.
Right.
And so,
Which he's down at least 5
yep, he's losing weight.
on that very expensive special food.
Well, and then he had to go back and have a second surgery because his butt was so infected and inflamed that it couldn't heal. And then he's oozing out
fat on top of it.
6
So the skin
a.m.
is just, like,
we get a
stretched.
video of like a leaking a-hole, and it's like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's not the worst message we had that day.
It's not the worst message we had that day. I was like, actually, this is welcome. I'll take any more butthole pictures you have as long as I don't get any more bad news. I'll take everybody's butthole. Everyone I know, butthole picture coming to me. It'll be the best thing I've seen all day.
I'm going to put your phone number on the door of a Kaibo. Say, send me a picture of your butthole.
Send me your chocolate star. I'll take it. The number of
Life's all about perspective.
right? The number of actual wormy poop pictures that we get, I'll take a butthole all day, every day.
Honestly.
Or a leaky pachanga.
So Tracy, they went and saw the vet, and they wanted him on this very specific food, which it's a prescription diet.
Ultimino, it's very expensive.
And I had to go to Des Moines anyway for something.
Yeah.
Oh, to pick up Snoops.
Oh, that's right.
To take him to my parents.
Thank you, by the way. That dog would have died at my hands.
And so I told Tracy, I said, well, I'll pick up the food in Des Moines while I'm there, and I'll drop it off on my way home. So I go to Petco or PetSmart or whatever the hell it is.
You got to get the prescription. There's only so many places you can get this food. Yeah.
And you go up to the counter, and you got to do the whole thing and whatever. And she's like, well, it's over there on that shelf. I was like, okay, I got the card and everything's cool. I'm smart. I can figure this out. And I get to the shelf, and it's like there are, I don't know, 45 different types.
Oh, I've been in the same exact situation because I had to get it for those
all
French
of the
bulldogs.
bags look exactly the same.
That's right. Royal Canin,
Canin.
get your lives together and get a color coding system or something.
And so I finally find the bag that I'm supposed to have, and I'm comparing it to the card, but now the card says puppy. And I'm like, this dog is not a puppy. This dog is a long ass way from
And
a
we
puppy.
do not need the extra protein
And
for
that's what I'm
80-pound
thinking.
buddy.
So I go back up there. She goes, oh, no, that's not right, whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I feel like that's something you should probably get right. You know what I mean? Like a prescription.
Right.
What if it was a prescription for something? Anyway, it doesn't matter. She fixed it. It's fine. So I go back to the shelf. I go to finally get the right one, and I pull the bag, and I see the little price sticker, and I'm like,
Yeah. She
$125 for I think it was a
18-pound
bag of dog food. I'm not even shitting you. I'm like, what the hell? Are they gold-plated nuggets, or what are we talking about here?
But that same food completely healed those 2 French bulldogs that we had. I mean,
Happy to buy it for him.
It's wild, but like, yeah, it is so
It was
expensive.
just, I mean, talk about sticker shock. I mean,
Can't you make it?
Right?
Right?
Did you read the ingredients?
I don't even know what do they call it?
Ultimino.
Hydrolyzed or
Yeah,
something?
hydrolyzed. Don't ask me how to say it.
Hydrolyzed? Yeah.
Hydrolyzed protein.
How do you pronounce that, Karen?
Yeah, please let me help you. But it's
I don't know, but he's down like 5. Well, that was like a week ago. He was down 5 pounds, so
yeah, he's got to be down.
he's got to be down more than that. by now.
Hydrolyzed proteins are proteins that have been broken down into smaller peptides, which may possess bioactive properties and potential health benefits. Well, there are obvious health benefits because for $109, you can get yourself a tiny bag.
Do they have like Ozempic for dogs? Is that a
We've
thing
talked
yet?
about it. I was like, I got some extra in the fridge. Would we just give him a little shoot up? Yeah.
So anyway.
Crazy.
I told Tracy, I said, don't open feed this dog food. This is for Jelly Roll only.
Guard it. He gets a cup a day. That's it. He's on a diet.
So anyway, he's doing much better.
Yes.
Tracy
He's doing
continues to try to get a diaper with suspenders. Picture of this dog have yet to be produced. Thank you, state of Iowa.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the Corkscrew kids.
Yes, the Corkscrew kids, bingo.
That's how I'm going to refer to them from now on.
Well, it's just crazy because we've never seen this in our whole lives, and then twice in a week. Dee Dee was the little puppy that was born in my daughter's dresser drawer 2 years ago. Returned because apparently they had a grandchild in that time, and Dee Dee wanted to play with the grandchild, and she was unable to figure out how to manage that situation. For the life of me, I
saw that surrender come through, and I'm like,
yeah.
if this is going to get picked up, it's going to get picked up by Kara. Because
Well, it was one of ours, first of all.
She didn't mention that, by the way.
Well, I knew it was one of ours because I had talked to her previously.
If she had mentioned that, I would have.
Yes. No, I took it because I knew exactly who it was. And if I had not taken Dee Dee, who was named Dee Dee for dresser drawer because that's where she was born, Cameron and my mother both would have freaking killed me. And my mom had an absolute blast walking Dee Dee around during
Those two belong together, honestly.
I think my mom needs to adopt her personally, but Angel's 700 years old, so she needs to get by that first. But yeah, they're perfect together. It's adorable. But yeah, Dee Dee's back, completely fine with children, just apparently not fine with a crawling baby, which me neither.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Tracy was at the microchip clinic too.
She was.
I forgot to mention that. Sorry, Tracy.
And she brought Dee Dee, and then she brought Cardi.
Cardi B.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lambrusco.
Yep, Lambrusco. He was adopted and then returned. And then
At like 9 o'clock at night. It was
Yeah.
one of those deals.
It was stupid. But Lambrusco, because he should never. He was adopted by some college students that let him run amok, and he peed all over their apartment, and then they freaked out because he peed all over their apartment, and then it was a 9 o'clock at night emergency. So anyway, he came back. He went out. He's good to go. He's fine. He just was with the wrong people, which is fine. Dogs tell us when they're with the wrong people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not always, right away. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all good. And then we got Buckeye, which is that beagle. Mesa is...
Yeah, I got a call from our friends at Jefferson Animal Shelter, which ironically, we had talked earlier in the week about an ongoing case in Greene County, which hopefully will be resolved at some
Soon?
point.
Yeah.
That town just...
That
fucking shithole.
grand
Shithole.
shithole junction. Should never...
Man.
Whew. We drove through there this weekend, and that's a place where if you're trying to get away with something shitty, you probably can, because it's just something shitty.
Anyway, so Anne gave me a call. She's the director.
She was lovely, by the way.
Isn't she wonderful?
Yeah, really liked her.
Did I ever tell you the story about her?
No.
I adopted a cat from her in Jefferson when I was like 15 years old.
What?
Yeah. Actually, my boyfriend at the time.
Oh, so this is a pattern then.
Got me this cat for Valentine's Day.
What?
Yeah, it was a whole thing. Anyway, at the time, the Jefferson Shelter, go ahead.
He's got things to say.
At the time,
He's doing the math.
he got a pussy for Valentine's Day, but it wasn't mine. I was only 15, you sicko.
You said it was yours.
Well,
Anyway.
later.
It was for you.
At that time,
Yes.
the Jefferson Shelter was in, like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like a building, like half the size of this room. It was like an outbuilding.
Like the Calhoun County shelter?
I've never been there, but I'm guessing
Oh, I thought you'd
about
been there.
the same.
It's not good. It's a shed.
Anyway, Anne ran, and this is the shelter for like Greene County as a whole. And she ran that thing out of that little tiny thing for years and years and years. And I'd raised money for her, and I'd raised at work when
That's amazing.
in Des Moines and everything.
Wow. What they have now is wonderful.
Then they got this, I think it was like 2 years ago, they got approved to build that brand new shelter out there. It is amazing.
It's really wonderful.
They have this whole like cat wing.
The catio thing outside is so
yes,
cool.
It's so cool. If you've not been, you should. And they have a lot of dogs. They're full. They have a lot of dogs, and they get a lot of
they
quote,
have
air quote strays.
Yeah, the dumped dogs.
Greene County's pretty desolate, so
yeah,
if you are looking for a dog, please check them out. They need all the help they can get. But
they're really full right now.
Anyway, Anne gave me a call. She said they had this little Chihuahua looking thing, looks to be older. They think it's blind, and she's pretty crabby. And she was found. I'm like, you're after my heart here,
right? Like, what more could you say,
honestly,
to get me to get over there faster?
And it was found wandering the streets of Scranton.
Walking down the
Iowa,
middle of the street of Scranton. It's the street of Scranton. There's only
right.
one.
You're right. and I said, well, do you need to do a stray hold? Or they were out of room, and she didn't want to put her down. And I'm like, oh, my God.
Don't put her down.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Are you crazy? And at the time, not even like an hour before that, I had told Kara, I'm like, all intakes on hold. Like, we got to get our life figured out here. And then here comes this spicy half
She sends me a
crabby
picture.
Chihuahua.
It's
I'm
like
like, sorry.
This dog is absolutely hideous, like uncute. And I said, you say, are you saying yes right now? Say yes right now. Get it. Say yes. I will take it. I don't care.
So I told Anne we'd take it, and luckily it all worked out because I was on death's doorstep, and Kara was on her way to Rockroll City, so she swung into Jefferson and picked her up. But
yeah, it was great. She gave us a Sunday tour of the facility. We got to.
So you got to see the whole thing?
Yeah.
Did she take you like through the back and everything too?
She took
amazing.
It was really great. Yeah, she took us through. She showed us they had a neglect case intake, so we got to see all of these dogs that were like mangy. Like, she opened the door and I was like, oof, like the smell, that smell of like mange, like it was really stinky. And so I might contact her again, because that one puppy that's like really bad, if we could find a way to get it medicated for a little while and then isolate it, I would like to try and help that puppy, because it was like pretty bad. But anyway, she was wonderful. And when I got there, she opens up this cage, and this little dog is just freaking out, like barking. It's one of those kennels that has 2 doors. So she's trying to reach in and get the dog. The dog's freaking out. I've got my hand up against the cage. The dog's biting my hand through the cage. Like, I'm like, oh boy. And Marcus is just standing there. So I'm sitting down on the ground, and I open up the side door, and she was like, oh, well, maybe she'll want to come out that way. I was like, well, no, she's not going to want to come out that way, but I'll get her out this way. So she had blankets over the top of it, because she was in a hallway. Like, they didn't have room for her. She was in a cage in a hallway. So I threw a blanket over her, and I just grabbed her and picked her up. And as soon as I picked her up, you could just feel her bones just go. And she relaxed. She stopped being spicy. And then we walked around and did the tour while I was carrying her in this blanket. And then I was like, well, I don't want to lose her. I don't want her to be a flight risk. So all I had at home, I don't have any small carriers right now. So all I had was this little airplane bag.
Oh, lovely.
So I shoved her in the airplane bag, and she was like, do you want something better than that? And I was like, no, literally, this is just to get her to the truck. And then I'm going to force her to like sit in my lap. It'll be fine. And within 1 minute of us driving down the road, Marcus is like, do you think it's a good idea to get her out? She was pretty upset,
Yeah.
I was like, it'll be fine. I can't manage the next.
It'll be fine.
I can't manage the next 30 minutes of this ride listening to her pant in this airplane carrier. So I unzipped it. I popped her out. Next thing you know, she's looking, in air quotes, out the window, up on the edge of the window. Aww. She can see the light, but she can't see shit. And then she's snuggling with me. But immediately she began drawing herself to Marcus, like over on his lap, wanting to sit with him while he's driving, obsessed. And I was like, this is weird, So we get to my grandma's, and we had brought her some things. So we took those in. We visited for about an hour, and we just left her out in the truck. And I was like, she has either shit all over that truck and eaten everything you have in there, or she's going to be a perfect angel. And we walk out and she's in the back seat, curled up in a little ball, just asleep like a little sweetheart. And so she was really stressed on the ride, but when the car was stopped, she was fine. And so anyway, we got home and she's like absolutely obsessed with Marcus. Like she definitely was owned by like a man. I assume like kind of like an older guy that maybe, you know, Holly was talking about. Maybe he died and something happened.
Like, we need some investigative.
I want to know who loved her once because someone did.
Yeah.
But she's so
But
scared.
she has these things, you said.
I think she's got lymphoma.
Yeah.
So when our pit bull passed away of lymphoma, it was within about a month of when we found these inflamed lymph nodes. And she's got about 4 or 5 nodules on her neck that are so big it restricts how she can turn her head. Like they're really inflamed. So something's either severely infected or she's got lymphoma, which is what I think, because your lymph nodes on a dog, if you're ever concerned, like you feel a lump on their neck, feel back on their back legs by their back hocks. There's a lymph node back there, and it's never inflamed. You can never feel it. But if you feel kind of like a bulb kind of on their back knees, and it feels kind of squishy, like a little marble might be underneath their skin, that's an inflamed lymph node. And if we're looking at that in conjunction to really inflamed lymph nodes on the neck, I would put money down that we're talking about cancer with this kid. And it's so sad because she's such a sweet, really, really nice dog. But I think she's going to be a hospice kid. Unless they tell me, oh, no, she's just got an infection and we need antibiotics and she'll be fine. But it's great. The most swollen lymph nodes I've ever seen.
I would like for you to be wrong in this situation.
I really want to be wrong. I really want to.
I don't ever say that, but.
Yeah, she's great. She's really sweet.
So it makes you wonder, though.
Into bed, like she knows how to get up on the ramp and get into bed. She knows how to climb Cam's steps into her bed. She can't see anything, but she can like figure out what the other dogs are doing and follow them. She can follow our footsteps. Like she's been in a home.
And she's good with the other dogs.
Yes. For the first day, she did not like Tot Dot, the pit bull. Like they were at odds for a minute, and now they completely ignore each other. And she follows the other dogs around. She's fine with them.
So it just makes you wonder, did her owner pass and family couldn't care for her and just turned her loose? Did she get out and the owner can't track her down? She is really interested in
doors. So I'm wondering if it's like an elderly owner that doesn't have like social media to like find out that their dog is missing. I don't know.
Or did they let her go because she's sick?
But
in which case, like, you're a terrible human, but, you know, just we can help you with that.
Yeah, but in that tiny, tiny town, seemingly, if there was a little old man missing his dog, somebody would know
about it, right?
You know, like it just
unless
seems
this
crazy.
man has not been
outside in a really long time. Oh, maybe
we need some PI work on this.
Somebody owned this dog and somebody loved her very much. She was so terrified when we got there, and she's like,
and get this, fine. She's microchipped,
unregistered,
not registered.
Crazy,
shocker.
Yep.
Well, anyway, that's the tale of Mesa.
Yeah.
Who was named Mesa because...
Yeah, we were traveling to my grandma's that day because my husband had refinished a family heirloom table for my grandma who just moved into a senior apartment, a little table, which Mesa is Spanish, Spanish. Yeah, Spanish, that's right, for table. Yes.
And she's a Chihuahua.
Is
everybody making the connection?
Are we all getting together on this? It's a great name. I got home to my daughter who has taken 3.5 years of Spanish and is dating someone who speaks Spanish, and his whole family speaks Spanish. And I said, Cam, I named this dog Mesa. Isn't that cute? And she was like, sure. I'm like, wait, like, don't you know what we did today? We took grandma her table. And she was like, okay. And I was like, do you know what Mesa means? And she was like, no. What is wrong with you and our education system? It's table. Jeez.
I just had to verify. In case you were wrong.
It's right. And then
that never happens. Why would you even think that?
Mesa, Arizona. Do you know why Mesa, Arizona is named Mesa, Arizona?
Because it's on the top of a table.
Table rock?
The Table Rock.
Table Rock.
Yeah.
Huh. See?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Last Boombastic, which is the Dane. He's back, so we don't need to talk about that.
Have we checked our messages?
She's done it.
Okay.
Just while we were here.
Okay. A lot of dogs.
Well, we had 24 adoptions. There you go.
And yeah,
Done.
and all of those dogs, we've either talked about them this week or last time. They all have gotten adopted in really great homes. I'm just looking to see if there was any.
Mauve, whatever. She was adopted.
Maeve got adopted. So
Gnocchi.
Long John,
Oh,
Frank, and Weenie.
Did we tell the Gnocchi story, though? Because that's a good one.
Oh, shit. That is a really good one. We can wrap it up with the gnocchi story.
Okay, well.
Do we have anything else on this list before we tell the gnocchi story? Because I think everything else can wiggle down.
Pumpernickels.
Oh, the pumpernickel was cool. Pumpernickel was adopted by some supporters of the rescue.
Oh,
The heart of
Iowa Heart. That was like an undercover operation.
We didn't
almost.
even know. Yeah, like she was just testing us, but turned out had a good experience.
I think it's Heart of Iowa.
Heart on your
Heart on your paws. Good Lord.
too many hearts.
Well, all of the rescue groups. I mean, all of the names
don't have-
are paws on your heart.
Paws on your
Jesus
heart.
Christ.
Lord, she doesn't listen to our podcast anyway, so it's fine.
Oh, she might.
She said she didn't.
Oh,
Because we were like telling her about it. She's like, I'm not going to listen to that.
Oh, well, if you're tuning in now, thanks for adopting from us. Anyway, they gave us a $1,000 grant last year, and she adopted a dog from us.
Had an amazing experience with Hannah, the foster, and
Not surprising.
nope.
Okay, wait. Was there anything else
Well,
we can talk about?
I was gonna say,
We don't need to talk about that.
no, I just
We can do that next time.
okay.
Oh, quick reminder. This is timely, so we're gonna throw this out there.
Yeah.
If you have any holiday travel plans, get your boarding appointments made now.
Today, on this Friday, the 7th of November, 2025.
You're probably already too late, to be honest.
Yeah.
If you need boarding and your boarding facility is booked up, we have multiple volunteers that do Rover or whatever the other one is.
Yep.
So if you're having trouble finding that, check it out. Check out Rover.
Yeah. I love those anyway, where they can come stay in your home, or you stay, or your dog stays there. It's pretty great.
Follow up to that, holiday photo time is upon us. So
I'm so excited because Santa Paws is coming.
Oh, Jesus. Get your dogs into your groomers.
Oh, yes.
Get booked in with your groomers.
Speaking of which, Clipperdoodle-Doo got a new location.
They have moved. They are now in Beaverdale.
Yes, just 5 minutes down the road, same street.
Yes, all the same. So Heaven is at Dogs Inn in Ankeny.
Yep.
And Bree is at Clipperdoodle-Doo along with Marianne
Marianne.
and her daughter Aubrey.
And there's another person there, but I can't remember her name. I'm so sorry.
So check both of those groups out.
Mm-hmm.
Get your dogs in for their grooming appointments before your holiday photos and before your holiday gatherings, so all of your pictures look great.
And speaking of holidays, Thanksgiving is nigh, and our dogs feel left out. And guess what you can do?
Oh my gosh!
So
yes,
I
we need to talk about.
Yeah,
that
we
too.
need to say this time, and I might mention it again on our next episode as well. But Thanksgiving dog meals are available at Fresh Fit Meals in Urbandale. So it's freshfitmeals.org, and you can email Becca BECCA.R as in Randy, D as in dog, N as in Nancy at freshfitmeals.org, or just go to their website and you can.
Is it .org?
She sent me this.
Why
is it wrong?
Coming up on mine. It says not. This site can't provide us a
I don't
connection.
know why it would be .org, but that's what she sent me. Maybe it's .com. Maybe
I
she
don't know why
sent
it
me
would
the
be.
wrong email address for herself.
It is .com.
Okay.
I was like, why would it be .org? This is.
I just copy pasted from the email.
I saw it too. I'm not saying
Okay.
you're wrong.
Freshfitmeals.com. Okay.
Freshfitmeals.com.
.com.
They have multiple locations, and a long time ago, we used to get these for work. We would have them like cater events.
Yeah.
Because
Is it good?
because all their meals come in those like black nice Tupperware things.
Yes.
And so they would bring us like 10 different kinds of meals, and so everybody could have something different, and they have so many options.
For humans.
Yes.
But
Yes.
on Thanksgiving, they don't want the pups to be left out. It's got to be .com. That's so weird. She must have been looking at my .org thing and like typed it. Anyway, Becca has reached out to us, and we had a wonderful conversation today. She loves dogs, loves dog rescue. She was talking to her dog boarding place, who recommended us
Lovely.
to receive 50% of all of their dog holiday meals
Oh, I love
proceeds to Oh My Dog. And so for $10, you can get basically a Thanksgiving feast for your dog.
That is so
and then
cool.
go pick it up. And then this is at the Urbandale location. You can pick up.
Is it just the Urbandale one?
I believe so.
Okay, so there is one. Oh, they used to have one. No, this is the one. I always forget that Urbandale goes.
It's so far.
past
Yes, it's like Clive, but it's
3580.
Urbandale. Yeah.
But it's right in front of, what is it, Gold's Gym or
Nope. It's
Gym Gold or
no. It's the Power Life. That
whatever.
huge gym. That's like a mecca. It's enormous. Yeah.
It's, I don't even want to know what the
It's
entry fee is for that, but
I have friends that belong
I'm never
there.
going to find out.
Me neither. A gym doesn't want me for $10 a month. But for $10 a meal, you can get your dog a Thanksgiving dinner, and half of that will come back to Oh My Dog Rescue, which is so freaking cool. And she's like, how many dogs do you have right now? And I was like, well, it varies all the time. She goes, well, if you call me on November 20th and tell me how many foster dogs you have, we'll have a meal waiting for each one of them.
Oh, my God.
So they're all going to get a Thanksgiving meal. How cute.
How cool is that?
It's adorable. They're so great. So we're excited.
Did she tell you what's in it? I'm guessing there's like turkey.
I think it's probably like what you feed your dogs every day.
Gravy. Yeah, right?
Yeah, I told her, I said, this is extra special to us because Holly loves that kind of thing. And I
Love
told
it.
her about the podcast
Green
episode.
beans, I'm sure.
Yes. So we'll be posting it on our Facebook page and things like that. So you don't have to like try and type in that email address that I poorly read earlier. We'll post it.
Okay, so if
as
you
well.
get one of these, though, I'm here for the pictures. Like, I want to see your dog having a seat.
Phone eats first.
Like a
Yes, phone eats first.
What?
Phone eats first. You got to take a picture of your meal before you eat it.
Yep, got to put it on Instagram.
Phone eats first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you take a bite, you got to take a picture.
Like if your
Never heard of
food
it.
comes out, you say, "Oh, phone eats first." You pull your phone out, you take a picture
Chick.
before you get to eat it.
Look at the things I'm learning from you guys. Anyway, I want to see like your dog, like the Norman Rockwell picture, but like your dog sitting at the Thanksgiving table with its little Thanksgiving meal.
I already told her I'm
I
going to
think you
order
should
them.
plate it.
I'm going to order them for all my dogs. It's going to be an expensive dinner.
Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday by far.
See, I don't like it because I can't eat half the crap anyway, and it's like, meh.
Yeah.
And I don't like, even if I did eat it, and I'd never liked turkey.
I love the whole thing.
Yeah.
I love the entire process.
And then you feel sick later. I don't know. I
No,
don't care for it.
it's-
It's my
I'm there
least
for-
favorite holiday, I
I'm
think.
there for the salads and the gravy.
And the leftovers.
I don't mind the leftovers.
Oh, I forgot.
I eat leftovers all the time, but still, just the fact that my family, everybody brings a salad, and it's like the only time I get it.
Like what? Like what's your favorite?
We're talking like Iowa salads.
Are you talking
here.
like
so they're like
casserole?
Jello based.
Correct. So
hot salads, like casseroles.
Jello
no,
based salads.
they're all cold salads. You
Fluffy.
Oh,
get
cold salad.
like a mac and peas salad, or the broccoli salad, or a taco salad, or
Peas
a
and honey.
7-layer dip. I put a little turkey, little
What
gravy,
the
little
hell
mashed
is this?
potatoes,
What
and
is
then
he
just
talking
fill it
about?
up with salad.
You don't have salads?
What?
What are you talking about? What do you have?
I'm not
Tell
gonna-
me what your Thanksgiving
I'm
dinner
not
is.
going to comment on the salad that shows up at my family Thanksgiving.
What's in there?
There's macaroni and pea salad.
No.
Yep.
No. This is not Thanksgiving.
That's
This
what
is
we
a-
have.
This is a fucking family reunion party.
Now listen.
It's broccoli salad.
That's the one that shows up at my family, and no,
It's
I
called
don't know how
trees
that got in there.
and trees and something.
It's taco salad.
No.
Who's
No.
freaking
What is
taco
this?
salad?
Oh.
This is
So taco salad is really great. So instead of the shell on the outside, you crunch up Doritos. Dorothy Lynch dressing. So it's got everything.
Oh,
in
So
the
you have a
taco.
walking taco.
Yeah, it's taco salad.
It's a walking taco.
in a salad.
Still in
It's like a
salad.
casserole.
This
but
is
it's
not
cold.
Thanksgiving, everybody. Thanksgiving is
I'm going to Thanksgiving at Tanner's. 'cause
mashed
this is
potatoes and gravy.
7-layer salad.
scallop corn.
Yeah, that's what it is called. 7-layer
That is
salad.
not Thanksgiving either. What the fuck is going on?
Tell us your Thanksgiving dinner meal.
Green,
Yams.
So good. It's like the only time of year I get 7-layer salad.
green bean casserole,
Yeah.
sweet
Yeah,
potatoes.
I get all those things too. There's one plate
Scallop
for all of
corn,
these things.
mashed
one
potatoes and
plate
gravy.
for all of those things.
There's something that my mother makes. that's
Cranberry
cheesy
salad is
corn.
the
Do you
only
guys
cold
have this
salad.
cheesy
I don't
corn?
have cheesy corn. Are you
Anyone
sure
have cheese?
Are you sure? It's
I
not
make
creamy
scallop corn.
It's scalloped corn, but with a fat layer of cheese on top.
Jesus
And it is very Iowan, and it is very coveted. And we can't ever remember if cheesy corn time is Christmas or Thanksgiving. So every time we get there and we're like, are we going to get cheesy corn? And my mom's like, no, that's Christmas. And then we get there at Christmas and she's like, no, that was at Thanksgiving. We're like, we never got it. But Cam
Oh
thinks,
my God.
I think it's Thanksgiving because it's Cam's birthday and that's her favorite. It's cheesy corn.
This is wild to me.
Everybody has their own stuff. We all have. Does anybody actually crack open the can of cranberry?
Absolutely not.
My family
No.
always does, and no one eats it. But
We make
every
it from
time,
scratch.
No, every time somebody puts a of the cranberry into a bowl, it stays in the cylindrical form, you know?
Yeah, it
We're gonna
does.
do that again.
That's what I don't understand when it comes out. It has the lines from the
Yeah,
can.
it's disgusting. I don't know what it tastes like, but I'm never going to find out.
You guys are wild. Oh my God.
One year we didn't have that, and my uncle had found a newfangled thing, and this was like in the early 2000s, and they were craisins, which was like a raisin, but you know, the cranberries, and we were all like, what is this? And he dumped the craisins into a bowl, and he's like, everyone, I brought craisins, and no one would try them, and he was like obsessed about like, everybody
That's
have a
what
craisin.
goes in that broccoli salad crap.
No,
Yeah, trees,
raisins.
ants and trees. Is that what that's called? Ants and trees?
Yeah, for
It's freaking
little kids.
and bacon and the whole, I don't get it.
Yes,
I don't
it's so
understand
delicious,
it.
So good.
I like it, but I don't eat the ants. I only eat I only eat the trees.
Anyway, go ahead to freshfitmeals.com.
And feed your dog a better meal than what we all apparently eat, except for Holly, who has the only
the
appropriate.
Norman Rockwell Thanksgiving is what I have.
Boring.
Wah, wah. We'll have our trees.
Nobody at my family likes turkey. And I'm like, it's literally the only day of the year that we eat turkey. That's it. There's one day of the year that
Isn't
we're having
that funny?
turkey.
Like
It was pretty hyped up here at 1:00 this afternoon because the Turkey Talk podcast is recording. And
Oh.
November's Turkey Month. Like this is their
This is-
Super Bowl.
Oh, I'm
it
sure.
is. They're really prepping,
Yep, they're talking about.
getting those turkeys bulked up.
Yeah, they were talking about the turkeys that get pardoned by the governor
Oh, yeah.
and what they do with them.
What
after
do they
that.
actually
Yeah,
do with
what
them?
do
They
they
kill
do?
them anyway?
We're actually taking them. Rachel, our chief marketing officer, is going to take them home to her farm.
To do what? Are they going to live forever?
Waddle around and be
Sure.
turkeys.
They'll eventually be eaten, right?
I would assume so.
They've been pardoned.
No, they're not going to be. I mean, they'll be ate by something, but not by a human.
I think that
Kill 'em.
he's saying
No, Rachel, she took them last year as well, and they
the
went to
governor
fourth
pardoned
grade.
turkeys are here in this room, basically.
They
What?
Had, no, close, but yeah, they actually got to go to the 4th grade in her hometown. And,
What do you mean the 4th grade?
They went to go visit the 4th grade.
after they left
kids.
after left
They got to
party,
pet the
they went to go
turkeys.
See the kid. Yes, they pet a turkey. Can you do that?
You know what? There
Wouldn't want to. Their head's like a scrotum.
There have been so many connecting stories happening in this studio this fine day.
There is. I have so much to talk about. As
You know-
soon as you're done.
Shit.
Turns out when you record in small town Iowa
Oh
comes
my
to you.
God. I don't even
Okay.
wanna think about it.
We're going to finish this with our favorite adoption of the last month.
Oh yeah.
And then we're going to wrap it up because we've been yammering for far too long. And that was Gnocchi, which is a name that I've been trying to name a dog forever and no one will ever say yes. And then finally Carrie on her own, because it was National Pasta Day, was like, what if we named it Gnocchi? And I have
Well, they're
never
Italian too. I mean, that
and
makes sense.
yes, and I've never said yes quicker. Yes, no, Gnocchi. So we get Gnocchi, who was an elderly woman, had to go into a nursing home, and I believe she passed away. And then we got this dog that was hers, right? And she's had it for, how old was this? 14 years. 14 years. And we post the dog and blah, blah, blah. And this application comes in, and it's this girl who says, hey, I think this might be my childhood dog that we had to give away. My mom had cancer when we were kids, and we had this dog that was young, and it was just too much for her. And I had named it, I don't remember what the name of it was, Macy or whatever.
Yeah.
I actually could probably look up what the name of it is.
OG. Carrie called it the OG girl.
Yeah, the OG girl. She goes, and my mom had to give away this dog, but we found this nice lady who lived by herself and took really great care of the dog, but we always kind of kept track of it, but not really, but sort of. And it was always a huge loss for us kids. We were sad that this dog had been rehomed, but my mom was going through a lot and we understood. And fast forward, this woman is now an adult, and the lady who had taken their dog had passed away or whatever, and the dog ended up with us, and Darby. And the
Darby.
little
I was gonna say
girl,
Darby.
the little girl had named the dog Darby. She's like, I don't remember why, but I picked the name out. I remember that. And then remember those pillow pets? Like
Mhm.
it was like a little stuffed animal. It looked like a pillow, but also was like an animal. She sent Darby when they had to give her away with a pillow pet.
Mm.
A
And
little
it was like a duck or something.
Yeah, it was like a giraffe or a duck or some sort of little yellow thing. But when the dog was brought to Carrie to be fostered, she came...
Giraffe.
A giraffe. She came with this little pillow pet. And that same freaking toy was the toy that this girl gave with Darby when they had to give the dog away 14 years ago. So she went and she adopted her childhood dog, took back the toy that she had handed off as like a 6-year-old or what freaking ever. And then she was moving to California or something like that with her. She got a health certificate so she could fly on the plane with her and take her with her and finish her life out with this dog that she had literally started her life with.
Can you imagine?
What?
Here's my thing. This dog was not like, it's not like a unique looking dog.
I think they must have known the lady. They knew the lady that they had given it away to. So I think it must have gotten back to them that she had.
What are the odds that this lady's just scrolling?
No, it wasn't a scroll situation.
I think that's my childhood dog. Like, that's not.
No. But I think it all kind of pieced.
That's too Hallmark for this.
Not for rescue. Us. But I think it must have pieced back because they knew the lady who they had given it to, and they felt really at peace with that she had gone there or whatever. But
amazing.
So
how cool is that?
Darby has gone back home and is going to just have the best retirement with her sister. Isn't that cool?
That really tugs at the heartstrings.
It really does. It makes me almost feel something.
Hilarious. All right. Well, we had a whole other list of shit to talk about. That's going to have to slide on over to the next one. So catch up with us next week, and we'll give you the rest of the deets. Until then,
we'll figure it out.
Oh my dog.
What I mean when I see, what I see, what I feel, when I dream, when I be, I'm a freak. What up? Oh, what up? Everybody look at me when I'm free, when I feel, what I see, when I do it, I'm a freak. What up? Oh, what up? Say what we got, it's hot to spot, give up the drop, see what we got, do what, we got to go, the body flow, too hot to show, the front row, we won't stop. Hey!